Donald Trump is no stranger to a very specific brand of luxury. Here he is gushing over his home residence of Mar-A-Lago last week. But with the news breaking about his imminent arrest, the irony of this video should not be lost on us, as it becomes more and more likely that the residence of his future could be a jail cell. Take a listen.
I said, if I lived in a regular, nice little house someplace, that whole hoax would have stopped a long time ago. But they love the pictures of Mar-A-Lago. They live on the ocean, the lake, or in the middle. Most people live in the middle. But some are lucky enough to have the ocean. Some are lucky enough to have the lake. I have all three. I have the middle, I have the ocean, and the lake. But there's no place like this. And it's been an honor. We saved it. I saved it. There's nothing like this. And we don't do this often. I will tell you, we don't allow this to be used for political reasons because it's, inappropriate, I think. But we did in this case, and
it's safe to say that if imprisoned, Donald Trump will definitely miss all three of those $1 million views, and that sunny Florida sunshine will be a thing of the past. But let's hone in on a specific line from this video. Trump saying that they don't allow Mar-A-Lago to be used for political purposes because it's inappropriate. There just isn't a joke I can make about this outright lie, as we all have become well aware that Mar-A-Lago is a hotbed of political activity, legal and very much not. Trump literally referred to it as the Winter White House during his time in office. But in case that's not enough of an admission, let's go over some of the political goings-on that have plagued the resort in just the past few years. Of course, Donald Trump reportedly stored nuclear secrets among a trove of highly classified documents for 18 months at Mar-A-Lago after leaving the White House. And the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project reported that a Russian-speaking immigrant from Ukraine mingled with the former president's family and friends at Mar-A-Lago by posing as a woman named Anna de Rothschild, a so-called heiress to the banking dynasty. Then, back during Trump's presidency, 2 Chinese women were caught trespassing there on separate occasions. So it's clear that Mar-A-Lago is a politically significant building, and its history pre-Trump even confirms this.
This house was built very powerfully. It's got bomb shelters. I'll be in that shelter. Bomb shelters in the basement. It's got a lot of things that you wouldn't do nowadays. They had unlimited money, and they did it. And this was built by Marjorie Merriweather Post and E.F. Hutton.
As Trump said, the building was designed and commissioned by Marjorie Merriweather Post, heiress to the Post cereal business, who, when she died in 1973, willed the estate to the U.S. government, specifically as a winter White House for presidents and visiting dignitaries. The government very soon realized the immense cost of maintenance of the property and the difficulty of maintaining security for diplomats there, and returned it to the Post Foundation in 1981. The house then sat with a hefty $20 million price tag into the 80s when, you guessed it, Donald Trump came along and lowballed the family with an offer to buy it that was rejected. Trump was so mad that they rejected his offer that he bought the property in between Mar-A-Lago and the ocean, literally saying that he was going to build a house so big that it would block the historic home's view. And the threat was so strong that the family relented and sold Mar-A-Lago to Trump for $7 million, $13 million less than it was valued at. So the way Trump speaks about Mar-A-Lago now is a far cry from back in the 80s when he would have ruined the historic property's views because he couldn't get his way. It shows that he only cares about the legacy, history, and preservation of American heritage if it serves his own selfish interests. One thing is for sure, if the walls of Mar-A-Lago could talk, I'm sure we all would listen very, very carefully. If you want to see more of my coverage on the breakdown, stay right here. You can watch my latest video on a police department sued for $8 million for harassing a Black family, and you can watch that by clicking on the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.